Hi guys, I'm here with Sandra Findlay, and in order to provide more value, I wanted to get Sandy on camera because she has a very unique situation and an experience that I think might possibly could help somebody else out there. Sandy, how are you?
I'm good. I'm great at last. Thank you.
If you'd have seen Sandy several months back, she wasn't feeling all that great. And that's one of the reasons why I'm having her come on here and talk to you. She had an awesome experience with one of the ViSalus products, and that is Neuro. And I'm going to let Sandy tell you her story about what has happened with her and the ViSalus Neuro. Tell us about it, Sandy.
It's been like magic for me because about 2 years ago now, I started having severe headaches and got to the point where I couldn't sit up or stand up for more than 15 or 20 minutes at a time. And it took them a year going through all the neurologists and the ENT people, etc., to find out that I had a cerebral spinal fluid leak. And what I had done was bump my head on a beam in my cabin, not realizing that it broke off a bone that then tore open part of the spinal column.
Wow.
And the body just really has to keep compensating for itself when you have something like that. And I was exhausted. I was still trying to walk every day and to move around, do my daily functions. And I think it's helpful probably to know that I have a master's degree in nursing, so I don't take just anything.
No, she doesn't. I can tell you that. She does not.
I have to understand the science behind everything. But I was in with Ralph doing a video one day, and he mentioned what he was experiencing with the Neuro, and I thought, well, I trust Ralph, and this sounds right, I'm going to give it a try. So I did, and it was magic. I mean, it is what got me through the next year of being able to just get up and function every day and have some energy and feel like a normal person again. And I also took it into my primary care doctor, and she looked at it and she said, that's fine. I mean, my body was really tired at that point, and I was very selective about whatever I was taking, and as was she. So she said, this is perfectly safe, and it just gave me the energy that I needed to be able to get through the day. I can't say it enough what it's like to have been a very energetic person and all of a sudden, you know, having lost all this in a chronic pain situation all the time. So
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. How many months ago was that being, Sandy?
It took them a year to diagnose the problem, and I've been on the Neuro now for another year.
Another year.
Yeah.
And you're still getting relief?
Yeah. I got relief because I had to have surgery, brain surgery finally,
right,
to take care of it. But the exhaustion from what the body was going through, this provided me an energy, because I'm used to being a very high energetic person. It was like I have my energy back. And you know, recently I saw a client from Holland who was having breast cancer, and I said, well, make sure you don't do any sugars, because with cancer you don't want sugar, and don't do any carbohydrates that break down into sugar. She said, but that's my energy source. And I said, I got a better one for you. And I actually gave her some of my Neuro to take back to Holland and try.
Wow.
So that she could use that, and then I sent her your name and phone number, which I hope is okay.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
But I think it's, you know, for somebody who did 40 years in medicine, I think it's a miracle thing. We don't want to tell drug companies because they might make
you don't.
I mean, get big sales out of it, but it's worth every penny. It's been magic for me.
Well, I'm so glad that we had an opportunity to sit down and talk with you, because I know there's somebody else out there that could use this information. So, you know, if you feel like you might be in a similar situation than what Sandy was or is, then you know, you might want to give Neuro a try. But we won't add anything to it or take anything away from it. It is what it is. And Sandy, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on camera and letting people know your experience. I appreciate that.
That's why we do it, to try to help, yes. Somebody else can use it.
Thank you.